This week we're kind of double dipping with the Maxim Integrated MAX86150, which is actually a mobile health evaluation system for things like electrocardiograms and PPGs. Hey guys, sorry it's been a couple of weeks. Do you notice anything different? So, the reason that this is a little bit of a double dip is that in addition to all of the components you need for ECG and PPG monitoring in a mobile health application, just for your own amusement and amazement, you can see the dry electrodes that you'd use for ECG measurement right here. You also have a companion board, which is really used for the prototyping of a mobile application, and that's the MAX86150 Feather, which you can see that I've plugged into the headers up here. On the MAX86150 Feather, it's important to note that there's of course a MAX86150 MCU, which if you're trying to design a wearable application like the 86150 is intended for, you have something to do some real-time data logging and the like. The core and the heart of the MCU is an ARM Cortex M4, so of course you've got the real-time component as well as a couple of megabytes of flash and about 512 kilobytes of SRAM. It's also important to note for medical wearable developers that on the 32630 Feather board, there is a wearable PMIC that is another Maxim product. So that PMIC is there basically to help you monitor and control the amount of power that you're using in obviously battery-powered applications like wearables. The Feather board enables Bluetooth-based communication, which of course is another really important capability if you're trying to prototype or actually design a wearable type module. But into the actual heart of the 86150, because that's really why we're all here today, is the 86150 sensor module, which is this small module here in the very direct center of the board. So this enables pulse oximetry, the aforementioned electrocardiogram functionality, as well as heart rate monitoring. So it really, between the abilities of the PMIC that are on the Feather board, obviously the dry contacts that you would use for ECG application, and the 86150 module here in the middle, I guess you could throw the PMIC in as well. You have all of the components that are really need to make a nice, compact, but very powerful and accurate sensor module. And it's compatible with Windows 10 development platforms. Also, speaking of Windows 10, one of the cool things about the development environment that's enabled with the MAX86150 is that it has Windows 10 compatible GUI software. So if you're developing more of a high-end type medical wearable, you can use that software and prototype the actual HMI right on your device as well. So that was a pretty high-level, quick overview of the Maxim Integrated MAX86150 medical development kit. Obviously, this is really focused at wearable type technologies for the healthcare industry, but with all of the various capabilities on here on the MAX86150 sensor module, you can use it for other things as well. I mean, there is an optical sensor here, on here, and while it is medical grade, you know, who knows what you guys will come up with. If you'd like to find out more about the MAX86150 and the Feather board that comes with the kit, you can check it out on Maxim Integrated's website. If you want to get your hands on one of these things, there are several ways to do it, like we always talk about. The first is just buying it, and it's retailing at about $125 for all of the components you see here. However, as we do with every Dev Kit Weekly, now is your chance to get your hands on this particular kit itself. You can do that in a couple of ways. As always, in the description below, finally got it. In the description below, you can register for a raffle that will occur at the end of the week, and then we'll ship this off to one lucky winner. Thanks for watching. Again, this was the Maxim Integrated MAX86150. I'm Brandon Lewis for Embedded Computing Design. Thanks for watching Dev Kit Weekly. It's also important to note, especially for that on the 30. It's also important to note for medical wearable development. It's also important to note that these numbers 14690.